It's the home of the Cavaliers here in Cleveland, Ohio, as we bring you an interconference match here at the Quicken Loans Arena. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The road trip for the Rockets ends here as they leave for Houston right after the game. Still trying to find that groove they had last year. They'd like to grab hold of some new momentum and get closer, Steve, to where they were a season ago.
Yeah, big win last night. The question is how much energy has been taken out of them because of that effort. Not a lot of time in between that game and this one.
I don't think it's going to be an issue, Greg. I mean, they'll have plenty left in the tank. They're accustomed to playing back-to-back. That's part of the business in the NBA.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. Taking a look at the Rockets. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Then there's Howard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Capella in at the 4. LeBron drives in. Here's the 3. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by LeBron. Williams has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
And finished off by LeBron.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir.
Now, here's LeBron. And he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force. Pass to Smith. Kept alive. Here's Mozgov.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
Here's LeBron. Passes to Love. Takes the 3. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Love's got his first 3 points of the game.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Here's Harden. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
His first make, and, you know, maybe that will get him going.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Jones checked in for Houston. The Rockets were terrific on the road last season, Clark. Tied for second with the Clippers for the most road wins in the league.
26 and 15, although if you want to get picky about it, they had one of those wins in Mexico City, so maybe 25.5 road wins for them.
And here are the Rockets now. The Cavaliers making the shot. And it's Ariza in the corner. Back to Harden. Just 5 to shoot. Second chance shot. And that one comes up a bit short.
And I do remember that Mexico City game last year for the Rockets. A huge turnout for them. It felt like they were the crowd favorites. Still, you can't take anything away from their road performances last season.
Now, here is Smith. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And it's James missing.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
And he gets it to go. Ariza's got his second basket of the game.
And, you know, you think about the Rockets, as you mentioned. I mean, one reason they were so good on the road is their offense didn't miss a beat when they left Houston, when you can get to the line as much as they did, you remain consistent on the road.
Harden gets to Ariza. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Love. Jones comes in for James. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Smith. And it's Jared Cunningham in for Williams. And Houston calls their first time out of the game. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Ariza comes in for Brewer. James Harden, he's checked in for Marcus Thornton. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Ty Lawson. And he gets the bucket.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Howard with the steal. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Beverley dishes to Howard. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Dellavedova, the pass to Thompson. He dishes it to Dellavedova. Back to Thompson. To halt the run. And that's 2 points on the layup.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Rockets lead by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets. Oh, jammed! I mean... Just beautiful.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one, although if he missed it, I might have.
Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Sinks the triple. Jones has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
This one for 3. And there's Ariza. That's good on the assist by Beverley. Ariza's got the lead up to 4 now for the Rockets. The Houston Rockets are built around the three-point shot. Make no mistake about it, they set a record for a single season in team-made threes. They have so many guys that can hoist it up and hit.
Yeah, and they all have the green light to do so. Last year, you talked about leading the NBA in percentage of shots from beyond the arc, and it wasn't even close.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Kevin Love's checked in for Varejao. James comes in for James Jones. J.R. Smith's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. And Mo Williams subbed in for Cunningham. Houston with a big group substitution here. Jones checked in for Capella. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for James Harden. And Ty Lawson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Love kicks to Williams. Smith on the wing. Can't hit. And Houston the other way now.
To give you an idea about the Rockets and how often they are taking threes, almost 40% of their field goal attempts last year were three-pointers. I mean, they've taken the analytics to its extreme there.
Thornton dishes to Lawson. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Brewer's shot is off.
And the Rockets took a ton of threes last season and set an NBA record for the most made threes in a season. He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Well, I tell you what, it was a really strong year for the Cavs. 53 wins for them, good for the 6th best mark in team history. A lot of those wins also came against the West, making it even more impressive.
Timeout called, the Rockets. Cavs were very strong against the West. 18-12 record for them overall, second only to the Hawks in the East.
And they really turned it on against the West from mid-January on. How about going 14-1 in the West in their last 15 matchups, and that included a 10-game win streak against the West.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
LeBron drives in from deep. Williams.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Harden kicks to Beverly. Dishes it to Capella. The three from Harden. No good. And Cleveland will come the other way. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And in part because I just thought they came out flat in that game and could never recover. Just not their best effort.
And I thought perhaps they might get an injection of life from somebody off the bench, but that never happened either.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Back to James. Cleveland moving it around. Love the pass to Smith. It's LeBron with the drive. Williams for three. Again, the miss by Williams.
He hit a three in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Ariza with it. Guarded now by Kevin Love. Here's Beverly. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him two chances at the free throw line here. The Rockets